Okay, hi. Um, I am making quite a few videos for one day, but I need to be obedient and just go ahead and do it. So that's what I'm doing. This dream that I'm going to to tell now. It was October 7th, 2018. So it's almost been a year. And it was at 2:14 in the morning. I'm not sure why I put down the time and that sort of thing, but anyhow. So this dream dream that I was pregnant twice. Okay. Something had happened where my mom had died, and my mom, as I said earlier, she already passed away. She passed away in 2012. I believe we were at her house. I was so sad about it, and as we were going through her things, we began finding all these treasures, like all these treasures that she had that we didn't know about. All these things she had left that we, had no clue about, and they were under the table. And there was makeup and, some jewelry and things like that. And I knew that my one sister didn't want them because she doesn't wear jewelry or anything like that. And my other sister had, she's passed away. So, and she wasn't even in the dream. My brother was there, which, he was there. And then my dad, he was driving me around. And so let me say this. With my dreams, when I dream, there's different things that mean certain things to me. So like, my dad, with him, this looks kind of fuzzy. It looks kind of, I don't know. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm sorry. It just looked cloudy. But anyhow, sorry. My dad's house usually for me represents the church. And so I don't know if my dad in this dream represents the Lord. I don't know. But anyhow, he was there. And my parents were divorced a long, long time ago. But anyhow, he was driving me around. And I had to pick something up. I was either going to pick something up or I was trying to find something. And so he was just driving me around. And he was waiting for me to get into the van. So anyhow, there was a part of my mom's house that my sister and I were looking at, and my brother had sold his portion to my sister. And I didn't know, and then I said, well, if you want to sell it, I will buy it. But there was no discussion or anything like that, and the scene changed. It's kind of weird. And anyhow, I went upstairs to this other place. So the scene has changed. And I went upstairs to another place. And it was like a little hospital. Okay. There was a man sitting around, and he was covered up. And at first he scared me a little bit because he was covered up with netting, and which was odd. So like mosquito netting. And I said in the dream that I went up there 3 different times. I didn't like going up there though. Not sure why. It didn't say. The 3rd time I went up there, the man came from behind the netting. And I was having a test done, and there were other people there that were having different types of tests done. And there was a woman there that had a pregnancy test done, and she was pregnant. It was positive. And I didn't know that they were going to test me because I was already pregnant. So I was already pregnant and showing. And, my thought is, well, why would they test me? Because I'm already pregnant. And I told them that I was already pregnant. I said, yeah, I told him I was already pregnant. And then I said, Lord, help. I hope I'm not pregnant again. And that's a weird thing to say, because if you're pregnant, you know, like, how are you going to get pregnant again? Except spiritually. So anyhow, and then I said, I can't keep having babies. I'm too old. And this lady looked at me, just kind of like, and she looked at me like, ooh. You know, the look on her face is, oh, I'm so sorry. And when I saw her looking at me like that, and she had the results of my pregnancy test, she said, ooh. And I said, I'm pregnant again? I said, am I pregnant again? Again? I'm pregnant again? And I said, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What is this? I can't keep having children. I'm too old. I was so upset. And it's kind of funny when I think back about it. But anyhow, that was kind of the end of the dream. I was pregnant again, and I was already pregnant. So I was pregnant and showing, and then I was pregnant again. They took another pregnancy test, which I think is weird, but I know it's a spiritual thing. So you guys have any ideas, let me know. I know that there's a person named Amanda. My friend was telling me about her. Amanda Christian or Christensen or something like that. But she, I think she had a dream. I think she actually is pregnant. And then I think she had a dream about Minnesota twins or something like that. But anyhow, something that I wrote on here is the upstairs of the hospital had seemed older. So, and it was dark, and it didn't have a lot of activity going on. There wasn't a whole lot going on there. It was dark, and I didn't like going up there. So it just kind of makes me wonder if, well, I have my thoughts. So I'm kind of curious if anybody else has any sort of ideas. Pregnant with twins, hearing the dream. If you have any thoughts or anything like that, if you would please let me know, I would certainly appreciate it. Thank you, and God bless.